As we know, Hell's Kitchen is no joke, and it's very tough to recover early on after a slow start. However, usually every season, we get a chef that truly does come into their own throughout the season. What's going on, guys? I'm FlynnMasters, and today, we'll be looking at the most improved chef from each season of Hell's Kitchen. Now remember, this is improved chef, not an underdog or comeback chef. For example, Scott absolutely fits the comeback and underdog label, but I wouldn't exactly say he improved as the season went on, at least compared to other chefs that season. Be sure to subscribe and like to support the channel, and with that, let's take a look at the chefs who got better and better during the run on Hell's Kitchen.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
I actually somewhat debated for season 1 here, as while Elsie is of course one of the biggest underdogs ever, I wouldn't exactly say she improved throughout the season. I mean, she literally won the first ever Best of the Worst award. However, nobody else really improved this season either, and Michael and Ralph dominated all season, so in the end, I have to once again give my respects to Elsie for doing as well as she did throughout the season.
I prepared the first risotto.
I just hope I can make him proud.
What is that? Elsie, what the is that?
It was just like, oh my God. Just hold on. This is crap. This is crap.
What is that? I can't, come on. Now. Okay. That's delicious.
Thank you, Chef.
The person winning the challenge today, Elsie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd pay for that dish.
Thank you.
Season 2 now. Oh boy, is this a tough one. As the only good chefs this season in Keith and Heather were really good the entire season, and thus don't really count as improved chefs. So I guess Virginia is my pick by default, as she went from nearly being the first boot to at least not being terrible as the other chefs, and for sure did have her standout services and challenges. But yeah, again, this is a pick by default.
Virginia!
Yes, Chef.
Look, one split and
I know they're all stuck together. They're all doing that,
stuck
Chef.
together.
They're all doing that, Chef.
So it's the tortellini's fault, not yours. Would you serve that?
Yes.
Say that again?
Yes, I would, Chef. Where is the salmon? You gave me bass. I need salmon.
My fault, Chef.
Good, well spotted.
Keep this hot. Keep this hot. Take the bass back.
Good.
For season 3, again, while on paper Julie was the biggest underdog, she didn't necessarily improve throughout the season, as she was pretty damn good from the start. So for me, it's a 2-horse race between Jen and Bonnie, but in the end, I gotta go with the latter, as the girl was literally pissing her pants from the moment she stepped into Hell's Kitchen, and was right in the middle of all the bad red team services early on. However, after sneaking her way into the black jacket, she would come on extremely strong in the endgame, and would even give a valiant effort against the dominant Rock. Definitely would have never thought that someone like Bonnie would make it as far as she did, and for that you have to give her some massive credit.
Whose is this?
Mine, Chef.
Come forward, please.
He makes me want to pee my pants because he's scary. I feel like I'm just gonna pass out.
Let's start from here and work up there, shall
It
we?
actually goes the other way.
Oh, so I've got to start from there and work my way down there. That's going to be a big difference in terms of what I'm eating, right?
Yes.
Why should you be a finalist in Hell's Kitchen?
Every service I have gotten better. I'm a team player, but I can take it to the next step. I think I have what it takes.
Season 4 is interesting, as you could argue Bobby or Petroza could take the spot here, but honestly, they both only had one bad service to start the competition, so I don't think they would be the right fit. Corey was more so a downfall compared to a comeback, as the black jackets is where she struggled the most, so I think I gotta go with Christina. Again, maybe not the best pick, as she was pretty much up and down all season as opposed to starting bad and then finishing great, but nonetheless, Season 4's winner gets my pick for the most improved chef this season.
Here's the salmon.
Salmon nice that side. Turn it around, you got a big, dried, overcooked piece of
Sorry.
Christina, can you do 2 things at once? If you can't control 2 things at once, you should
No,
be here.
I told her I couldn't.
Yeah,
go-
shut up, will you, yeah?
Sorry. Come on! 2 tickets, let's go! Come on, guys, let's get these steaks out. Come on, Matt, you got this.
Photos right here, Chef.
Thank you. I still need your refire coming up right now. Thank you. Service, please.
Christina's come out herself and she's become a little bit more assertive.
Let's go, guys. Come on, we got our rhythm. Let's keep this up.
Yeah.
I genuinely had no idea who to choose for season 5, as you have the final 2 who were great all season, and everyone else was either really bad or inconsistent. I really wanted to choose Lacey, and honestly, had she literally not been kicked out of her final service, I probably would have, but I think I'll instead go with Robert, as yeah, he wasn't that strong during the endgame, but he likely was going to the final 3, and it's really cool that a chef who got PTSD from Ramsay yelling at him would be able to battle through the competition and compete with arguably the greatest final 2 ever. So another pick by default here, but hey, gotta pick someone.
Right, You don't do small portions, do you?
No. I got a weight problem, I know that. I don't care about that. That's not who I am. I'm the underdog, man. I'm Rocky Balboa.
Sauce, absolutely disgusting. The dish is clumsy, like you.
Yes, sir.
You had the potential to win this competition. You never, ever, ever forget that.
Thank you very much.
While she's not the biggest underdog in the show's history, I don't think there's been a more improved chef than Tennille. I mean, we'll of course get into some other all-time great comeback chefs, but Tennille went from damn near nearly getting eliminated fourth over Lovely and almost getting ejected mid-service to be in the biggest competition to the legendary Kevin and Dave during the endgame. I mean, you cannot in a million years script something like that. Again, it's not like Tennille just squeaked by. She dominated the red team after a slow start, and she along with Dave were the only chefs to do well during those all-time bad first two Black Jacket services before she finally met her demise at the Final Four. Ramsay said himself, the greatest comeback ever, and far and away the most improved chef this season.
Because you're crap!
You're crap.
Get out.
Yes, no problem, chef.
Get out.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, no.
Get out of here.
You.
Tennille, Madam Chris, that's the best I've ever seen anybody cook meat. Well done.
Thank you, chef. I held that kitchen down.
One of the more underrated chefs that I've never really had much of a chance to talk about is Jason, the clear most improved chef of season 7. He struggled quite a bit out the gate, being a complete outcast on the blue team early on, getting berated by Ramsay, and would have 100% been the boot had the blue team lost to episode 5 service. However, he would be one of the cornerstones of the dominated season 7 blue team down the stretch, making it all the way 5th place over the likes of Noka and Ed, which I don't think anyone would have thought early on. And frankly, I love me the fact that we got a big guy underdog in Jason this season, as his improvement is one of the many reasons why I love season 7 more than most.
Hurry up, Jason.
Give me 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Time! I told you to speed up. Everything off.
If our team loses tonight, it'll be bye-bye, see you. I'm going home. I love you, honey. Meet me at the airport.
Listen to me. Hey, you haven't finished in this industry yet. Thank you. Best wishes.
Yes, chef.
While you can hate Sabrina all you want, she is without question the most improved chef this season, as after 5 nominations, were granted some of the noms were unfair, she and Jillian would carry the red team to some of the only good services we actually saw that season, and I generally could see the argument that she was a top 4 chef overall talent-wise this season. Just a shame she's an absolute abysmal person, but as they say, credit where credit is due.
20 minutes cooking all this, letting it rest, doing it right, you know, and it's like, honestly, I want to show him that. Here's the 2 beef and the lamb.
2 beef and lamb. Where's the halibut?
Well, I just wanted to bring this to you, chef.
You just what?
What? Is this bitch crazy? I cooked it for you, chef. I don't know.
What can I do with it?
Nothing, chef.
Oh,
That's good. Hot. Be careful. Thank you.
Sabrina, that's nicely cooked.
Yes. I'm on top of the world. I can't stop now. Come on, don't lose it. We got this.
Sabrina, appetizers rolled out. Not bad. And for me tonight, you're the best of the worst.
Season 9 is a tough one, as it's between Jennifer and Tommy, but they don't necessarily fit the bill of comeback chefs, as Tommy was pretty inconsistent throughout the entire season, while Jennifer only had 1 bad service early on. So I feel I gotta go with Tommy, if not solely for being such a badass during the final dinner service, which again, who would have ever thought he would be the #1 overall pick after seeming like more of a potential donkey after the first third of the season. So yeah, a tough choice here, but Tommy would be my pick for most improved chef of season 9, if only on confidence alone.
Tommy!
2-tenner, chef. They're overcooked and they're dry.
It's like a baby's flip-flop. Oh, piss off, will you?
Come on, quality product, Tommy.
Piss off.
What's the ketchup for? Next time you start giving me stuff I don't need, I'm just gonna throw it at you.
Yes. I boiled my purple potatoes down to stout. Then I just put a side of Brussels sprouts, which were cooked down in your Hefeweizen.
This has a depth. The meat has a saltiness, and you still get the sweetness from the lamb. But
Good job. I mean, really good job. Congratulations goes to... Blue team! Yeah!
Good job, Tommy.
There you go, guys. Good job.
Hell yeah, I aced it. This definitely proves the fact that I'm just the most awesome of anyone in the world.
While Christina going from near first boot to Hell's Kitchen winner is the more sexier pick, I think the pick for season 10 for me for most improved chef has to be Barbie. While she didn't deserve all the hate she got, there is no denying she essentially single-handedly got the red team kicked out of service too, and made some silly mistakes after that as well. However, during the mid-game, the big 3 of her, Christina, and Dana would take over the kitchen, with the 3 of them taking up 3 of the final 4 spots, with Barbie ultimately finishing in 4th place. Again, in almost any other instance, Barbie should have been the second boot, and it seemed like she wasn't getting that much better after a dreadful service, but she truly found her groove despite half the team literally hating her guts. Have to respect her improvement despite all the circumstances against her.
Hey, you, come here, you.
Yes,
See that?
sir.
Today we need, look at me, a thermometer. You, get out! You've been amazing. The level of improvement has been extraordinary. So you take that
I will, chef.
and you run with it.
Thank you.
Season 11 is such an obvious pick, and many people could call her the most improved chef of all time, with that being Mary. Mary not only struggled early on, but was even outcasted by the red team for being a weak link, and would have likely been the 5th boot of the season had it not been for the probation twist. And while she did make her mistakes here and there throughout the season, she became extremely consistent after the slow start, and even arguably had the best pass and finale performance from a non-winner ever, and probably would have won this season had it not been for that slow start. Nobody, and I mean nobody, could have ever thought that Mary would make the final 2 after the first third of the season, and the fact that she did, and in most people's eyes, should have freaking won this season is flat out incredible, and she is indeed one of the most improved chefs in Hell's Kitchen history.
If you're not gonna go up, who's gonna go up instead of you?
Mary, she's weak.
I'm confused right now. I've worked really hard and I don't think I should be up there. Sandra!
Yes,
Come
chef.
on, girl. These are cold in the middle. Pick it
Yes,
up.
chef.
Those scallops are gonna die.
Yes,
Hurry it
chef.
up. Let's
Yes,
go.
chef.
This is your last chance, Sandra. Pick it up. Don't think I'm not gonna throw you out of the kitchen tonight. Get it together.
Like I said, Scott is an amazing comeback chef, but remember, he started really well, and if anything, got weaker as the competition went along, only to of course come alive in the most dominant of ways in the end. So with that said, for most improved chef this season, I gotta go with Gabriel. Yes, I know, it ended really bad for him, but come on, the dude was like far and away one of the weakest chefs after the first 5 or so services, and while he did have a few mistakes here and there that resulted in nomination, he was never truly as bad as he was early on, and had some great services throughout, with him even leading the blue team to arguably the greatest service ever at the final 8. So say what you will about Gabriel, as yes, while he did outstay his welcome, the fact that this seemingly obvious early boot fought as hard as he did and nearly earned a black jacket never ceases to amaze me.
Please be there.
Gabriel prays that his refired chicken gets a warmer reception.
Oh my good God. Again, chicken that is pink.
Man.
Raw chicken followed by raw chicken. All of you, stop out of there.
Give me what's up right now.
2 Wellington, 1 chicken, 2 salmon.
Yes, chef.
Garnish. Garnish coming in 10 seconds, chef. Let's go then, hurry up, speed up. Walking with garnish. Nicely cooked, Gabriel. Yes, chef, yes, chef. It's 2 halibut, followed by 2 salmon, 2 Wellington. Walking with Wellington garnish in 20 seconds. And Gabriel, welcome back.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
Ah, I'm so excited, man. I killed it tonight.
My pick for season 13 is very close between Bryant and Sterling, but in the end, while Sterling of course did have his great moments, he was just a bit too inconsistent for me throughout, while Bryant went from having a somewhat forgotten slow start to dominating the blue team despite 1 bad service at the final 9, and earning a spot in the final 2 despite the underrated amount of talent on season 13. So yeah, you know me, I want to show Sterling highlights as often as possible, but I gotta give Bryant my respect with this pick.
Oh dear. Look at this. Look at my halibut. Now I've got halibut sushi.
Won't happen again, chef.
That's right. Sterling and Brian. Oh, get out there. Go.
That's not cauliflower.
That's right. Well spotted. It's celery root. That's right.
1 salmon, 1 Wellington. How long you got, Sade?
Right now.
Send me that garnish. Let's go.
Walking. 2 welly garnish.
Right here. Let's go.
With Bryant doing a good job driving the brigade,
Let's go.
the kitchen sends out their final entrees.
Well done, Brian.
Thank you, chef.
Season 14, and boy is this a tough one, as pretty much every chef this season who made it far either was really great throughout the season or had downfalls. I guess if I had to pick, it would be Millie, as he had some hiccups to start, and of course between his fight with Brendan and breaking down in front of Ramsay before service, you wouldn't expect someone like that to literally compete with some of the best chefs in the show's history, but he did just that, and he would be my pick for this season.
I don't know why, but you seem a little bit hesitant. You okay?
I just need so much more experience. That's it.
You underestimate yourself. You can cook.
Yes, Chef.
Believe in it a little bit.
Yes,
I don't know
Chef.
why, but it's starting to disappear. I need to see it back.
I want all of you to look after this. Congratulations, Megan.
Woo! You already know. We part of an elite group now. We deserved it. Thank you, Chef Ramsay. Oh my God, I'm shaking.
I know, I get it.
Season 15, I think, obviously has to be Kristen. As while Ariel also actually had a tough beginning, Kristen was one of the few weak links early on, especially compared to the early favorites of Hassan, Jared, Ariel, and Ashley. However, while everyone else this season seemed to do worse as the season progressed, she and Ariel got better and better, and of course landed on themselves in the final two. But I do think Kristen was definitely more improved throughout the season out of the two, and to this day, remains one of my favorite runner-ups for that reason.
Kristen, call back that order.
Too special.
Call back that 6 order. Quiet, everybody.
Too Wellington.
Funny, right?
It's not funny. I just focusing on 100 things right now.
This is not funny. Christina, write that ticket on her back.
Kristen, behind you.
Get up here.
Oh my God, what is happening right now? Why are you writing on my chef coat?
Do not let her forget what's on that table.
Kristen, you were a late bloomer here in Hell's Kitchen, let me tell you. The fascinating thing about you, once you hit your stride, you were not only good, but you were dominant.
Season 16 now, and while the final 3 were all really good, everyone else this season either sucked or was pretty inconsistent, but nonetheless, there is one clear standout improved chef in Kimberly. Kim had the worst signature dish of the entire cast, likely would have been the boots had the red team lost the second service, and she and Gio were the main ones responsible for their first loss of the season after such a dominant start, and thus, she seemed destined to be an early boot on this strong red team. However, while the likes of Shayna and Wendy got worse as time went on, Kim got a lot better. Not a standout per se, but hey, all you gotta do is be decent in season 16 to earn a black jacket, to which she would do in pretty surprising fashion all things considered, after her insanely bad start. While she's not as beloved as other underdogs, Kim's improvement is one of the few bright spots in this otherwise bad season.
Lamb's raw. Raw lamb.
I knew it.
So you knew that was raw?
I thought they were a tad, but I didn't know, chef. Sorry.
Kimberly, are you kidding me? Taking something up that you know is not good enough just makes us all look stupid.
I can't think of any other person in this competition that has grown as much as you.
Thank you.
You're not ready to become the next head chef at Yarbud.
It's okay. I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
All-Stars is a tough pick given the circumstances. Now first things first, if this was most improved chef from their first season to this season, obviously that crown goes to Nick. But for this individual season, I think I gotta go with Benjamin, as nobody really improved that much throughout the season, so by default, Benjamin gets my pick, as he went from not standing out at all early on to essentially dominating his way to the final 2. I guess you could argue Robin, but to me, she was really lucky to make it as far as she did, and was simply too inconsistent throughout the season in general. But I don't know, again, this is a tough one.
Wellies to the window, chef.
Come here.
Here it goes.
Oh.
I'm done. You're not rookies anymore.
Yes, chef.
Get out.
The individual who cooked the dish that I think has all the technical attributes of a festive dish is Benjamin.
Feels good. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience to have my idol talk to me. Hopefully, you know, this is a precursor of future to come, you know?
Trev isn't necessarily that improved, but he's got to be my pick for rookies versus veterans, as there's really no other good choice. And hey, considering he was such a clear outcast from the start, the fact that he lasted as long as he did is incredible. Again, I'm not saying he was a dominant chef after struggling early on, but nonetheless, you can make the case he improved not only during this season, but improved from season 8 as well.
Hey, come here. Just touch them first. Just touch how rubber they are. Oh, milky.
Worst thing is, hey, they didn't come out the pan for me to drain them.
Let's go.
Up in the window, let's go.
Up and out. Nice job, boys.
Excellent
Good
job.
job. Let's go.
Go,
Come
please,
on.
red team, go. Trevor, best executed course so far.
Thank you, chef.
This was the comeback I needed to show Chef that not only can I bounce back, but I am built for this.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
Nikki is far and away the most improved chef of season 19, if not one of the most improved ever, as a chef who had very little experience and broke down night 1, which could have got her sent home, would go on to be a standout this season despite being on such a talented cast. When you look up improved Hell's Kitchen chef in the dictionary, you would likely get a picture of Miss Nikki.
Oh. Sorry, Lisa. Hey, come here. Breaking news, the lobster's raw. And it's for Mrs. Vanderpump. Congratulations. It's raw. Who cooked the lobster?
I did, chef. Going to the pass.
Nikki.
Nicole.
Exceptional.
Thank you, chef.
This temperature is extraordinary.
I mean, it's absolutely picture perfect.
Antonio would be my pick for most improved chef of Young Guns, as the final 5 were all really consistent to begin with, while Antonio not only struggled out the gate, but even had quite the snappy attitude. However, after switching to the red team, both his performance and attitude changed for the better, leading to this seemingly early boot to just miss out on a black jacket. Pretty impressive all things considered.
No, I mean, no.
It's like half seared, half not.
Yeah, it's just... Right, blue team, come here. Who cooked the scallops?
I did, chef.
Right, start with you, Peyton. What's wrong with the scallops?
There's no color, chef.
You know I'm not going to serve that. What are you doing? Describe a dish to chef, please.
It is a jack stuffed pork chop seasoned with cumin and oregano, covered with a warm salsa.
Wow, that's a good dish.
Thank you, chef.
You know, you've taken like traditional Mexican flavors and sort of like used an elevated cut and turned it into something pretty special. Gotta go with Antonio. That was a killer dish, man.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job.
Really appreciate it,
Good
Chef.
job, man.
Well done, Antonio. Best dish so far.
Thank you, Chef.
Really good.
For Battle of the Ages, my pick goes to Summer. Being on such a talented cast, Summer looked like a clear outlier after getting into a lot of drama early on and showing early struggles on the 20-somethings along with the likes of Alyssa and Ileana, while nobody else was struggling. However, after the first switch, Summer would really find her groove and kept her head down, basically making no mistakes up until the final 4, where a tough pass performance would take her out. I infamously had her near the bottom of my power rankings early on, and I don't think I was alone, and it's safe to say, she proved a ton of people wrong.
2 nice claws, 2 knuckles. No legs.
No legs, chef. I just didn't have enough time. I was focused too much on breaking the claws.
Unfortunately, your dish is out. What a shame. Let's start with Summer, please. Bring your dish forward. Thank you.
I cut the drum in half just so you can get kind of that bone marrow and the collagen in the gravy.
That rustic charm with the bones cut in half and the drums sort of shattered in a way that you can get all that flavor there. My God, it packs a punch.
Thank you, chef.
The first chef receiving their black jacket is Summer. Exceptional.
Thank you, chef.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Summer. Wow.
We finish off with my only winner on the list, with that of course being Ryan. Between there not being really any chefs this season that I would classify as improving, and Ryan in general going from a fine chef to damn near Scott levels of dominant leadership wise during the end game while everyone else struggled, and I think it's safe to say Ryan improved this season, despite him not having much to improve on in the first place, which should tell you just how dominant his end game truly was.
What did he say? What did he say to you?
Chef put it in my hands and picked the 2. Said I was the only one cooking with pride.
It's only getting worse.
Okay, walking in, we're gonna go 2 Rizzo, 1 carbonara, 1 scallops.
Ryan is really good, clear, straight to the point.
Make sure they're perfect, okay? Taste, 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 season everything.
Yes, chef.
Ryan's next test is already in his hand. Marino is up to his old tricks again. He's giving Ryan the wrong number of entrees.
Marino, there's 4 people on the table.
Let me see 1 main course.
Okay, yes,
Okay, man.
missing. Thank you. You can't down my back and tell me it's raining. You gotta be up early in the morning to catch me.
So there you have it, guys, my picks for the most improved chef from each Hell's Kitchen season. Let me know what picks you disagree with in the comments below, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll get you more HK content just like this. With all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.